Hmm. Hey, how are you all doing? What's going on, people? What exactly is going on, people? How una dey? This away we don't dey see am everywhere. Oh, say influencer babes they go chop for Dubai. Influencer babes are going to eat in Dubai. Hmm. What exactly is going on? Hmm. No, they envy anybody success. So, waiting some people they do to chop, you know, fit do am. What people are doing to eat, you can't do it. Oh, somebody say hello from Dubai. Are you just visiting Dubai or are you there to eat? Are you just visiting Dubai or are you there to eat? Now, question that they ask. Oh, someone say, "What do you mean eat?" Don't understand. Why are you talking like a small child? Why are you talking like a small child? I no go talk waiting at the chop. If you know if you figure am out, go to bed. It's late. It's way past your bedtime. No allow people tension you. Now my message for you be that whatever it is they are eating. Someone said is the generator on. No, I don't get generator. Are you hearing any noise in the background? Let they go chop beans porridge. Oh. Samaria Bob. Now hard work, you they work your own. Oh. No let anybody. No let anybody tension you. If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen. Double click the screen. Double click the screen. Someone said, I'm struggling to believe that thing though. Can someone really do that for money? Crazy. You see, when you understand poverty, you will begin to understand how poor people think. For $20,000, do you know what $20,000 is? 20 million naira, more or less. $20,000 is about, say, 18 at. What's the current dollar rate today? Please, who changed dollar last? So forget all this government propaganda. What's the rate you people change dollar last? Somebody answer me. What is the rate you change dollar last? Double click the screen if you're watching on TikTok. I'm looking for my number one gifter. Double click the screen if you're watching on TikTok. Oh yeah, double click the screen, double click the screen. If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen. What's the current rate? Oh, sorry, I needed to scroll. What is 740? Who is changing dollar for you at which 740? Who changed dollar last? When was the last time it changed? It's late. I will have called my dollar guy. Somebody say 870, 890. Official Arole, brother, how you dey? 890. So $20,000 times 890, 17.8 million. Okay, Tosin said 850. I trust Tosin. 850 times 20,000. 17 million naira. $20,000 is about 17 million naira. $17 million naira is a lot of money to somebody who does not have access to wealth or wealth creation. Let me break this down to you. If you earn $400,000, 400,000 naira a month, and every month you are able to save 200,000 naira, half of your salary, it will take you 85 months to save up 17 million naira. 85 months is 7 years. How many people in Nigeria earn 400,000 naira a month? First, population of Nigerians that earn 400,000 naira a month are not up to 0.5%. Out of the people that are earning 400,000 a month, how many can save 200,000 a month? Half, maybe 20% of the people earning 400,000. If you are earning 400,000 a month, the likelihood that you'll be borrowing from the next month is even higher than the likelihood that you will have savings. So you need to understand the temptation of money if you have never seen money before. If you have never seen money before, meaning you don't own your own house, meaning you don't know what it is like to order a Mercedes from a dealership, meaning you don't know what it is like to have certain conversations with certain people. If they throw them to you, you go catch. If they throw them to you, you go catch. So those people blaming these celebrities who are going to eat in Dubai, it's not the celebrities you should blame. It is the mindset that you should blame. Because somebody could look and say, if I work for 7 years, saving 200,000 a month, I'll be able to get this 17 million. But if I go to Dubai on Friday and I come back on Monday, I will have this same 17 million naira. The conversation is taking a new dimension. Let's talk. There are some people who have never seen $10,000 in one point. Say you fit gather $10K. Some people have never done it before in their lives. Some people's assets after working for 20 years, you'll be amazed that they have a property worth about 20 million. Somebody say, I don't see past that though. Many people have. A lot of people on my life have. A lot of you own your own houses, especially my Canada audience. People like John, where they say buy person house, no give the guy commission. At least that house where you buy go spend reach 50 million. So people like John, they don't see that kind of money before. But the average Nigerian, that is why it is hard to speak on behalf of the average Nigerian. It is hard to speak on behalf of the average Nigerian. The average Nigerian has not seen that kind of money even in their dreams. And that is why things like these sell in this part of the world. Somebody says, I blame bad economy and the government. I try not to blame the government for everything. But this one, government hand, John, they correct me, say the house where he buying 130 million. Say he doesn't live in a 50 million naira house. I understand totally. Even me too, I don't live in a 50 million naira house. I don't know what a 50 million naira house in today's world will look like. In as much as we like to blame the economy, I'm not going to exonerate the economy. A lot of people want me to let me give this to taste buds. A lot of people want me to exonerate the economy, but I'm not going to exonerate the economy. Mm-hmm. So, like I was saying, I'm not going to exonerate the government or the economy. They are not angels. However, I can also not blame the economy fully for this because I keep my mind keeps going to Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who refused to bow to Nebuchadnezzar's idol despite the pressure. My mind goes to Joseph, who refused to sleep with Potiphar's wife despite the fact that he was a slave. So, whether the economy is bad or not, there are people who have refused in totality to do crime or to do anything immoral. They have simply refused to do this. The moment I know a few people in my lifetime, or I've met a few people in my lifetime, that totally abhor all sorts of wickedness. Totally abhor all sorts of wickedness. And no matter what, they would rather sleep in the rain than do something ungodly. But you see, the problem is the children they raise sometimes do not look up to their parents' values. I'll give you an example. When I was young, there were so many things my parents could have done to make money. There were so many things my parents would have done to make money that they didn't do. But then I went to ISI in Ibadan. And if you went to ISI, as far back as when I was in my GSS3, we would have people who would go to London for the weekend. They'll have a wedding in the UK, and they will leave Nigeria midterm, Monday, Friday, and Monday, and they'll be back in school with us on Tuesday. Like, say nothing happened. Meanwhile, in London, they go. We had kids that you would watch MTV Music Awards, and you see Bobby Brown wear a shoe, and you come to school the next day and you see that shoe on somebody's leg. So I started having a value, or I started acquiring a taste for material things. My parents were not material. My parents believed in hard work, diligence, working and working. Me, I wanted them to carry me to school in the latest Benz. So you see, sometimes when parents decide that, oh, you know what, I'm going to be righteous, I'm going to be this, I'm going to be this. When you deprive your children too much, they start yearning for those things, because they go begin the wonder, say, this my friend where they drive this Porsche, I mean where they drive these Benz, or where they live for this Lecky, you know, get too head. So the values my parents were trying to teach me were lost, because I remember when I was in school that our car did not have AC. Okay, only one car in our house had AC. And that was my dad's Benz. And it was getting old already. And after a while, my parents had me do a lot of road that year. After a while, they went to disconnect the AC. Say AC they chop. Hey, somebody just sent me a car. Mecca, thank you very much for that gift. I'm looking for my number one gifter. Please follow my number one gifter if you're watching on TikTok. Mecca, my number one gifter. Big shout out to you. Double click the screen if you're watching on TikTok and send me those money guns. So, even though I be quote and unquote Ajebo get grade. Ajebo get grade. My car no get AC. So now to wind down, so you enter motor, you go wind down. If rain start to fall, I'll bury. I wanted those comforts that those people also had. And we didn't have them at home. I wanted to be able to travel abroad at will. I wanted to. So sometimes, even though, that's why I'm saying I'm not going to absolve the government completely. You get the way the economy bad, and you look around you, and and there's someone says, do you know how much Cardi B made on TikTok yesterday? How much did she make? Oh, Yemi Olanrewaju, how much did she make? So that's why I'm blaming the economy, because at my young age, I remember my dream car then, 300 ZX. Aishekola Lao had one. The Ogundoins had one in Ibadan those days. I'm trying to remember all who had that car. About 2 deck or two had one. So you see those cars bringing their kids to school. And there was nothing you could have done legally to buy that car. America, there is no car that is bigger than you unless you are not ready. If you are ready to enter the BC, you will go and carry the BC. If you have a good credit score, you'll be amazed you can buy any car you like. So if na car you want drive for America, you go drive them. Same thing for Canada. If na car you want drive, you go drive them. Niger, where everything, after you pay cash down, that's why I tell people, person they drive Benz for Niger, no be mate of person where they drive am for America. America, you walk into a shop and they give you a payment plan. Niger, you will buy that car cash for Yankee. you will pay their taxes for that same Yankee. You will pay all their taxes. If you no pay and complete, they no go allow you carry that car come out. Then you will transport it to the port. Then you will ship it to Nigeria. Then you will clear it with a minimum of 1/4 to half of the value, depending on how lucky you are at the port. So the average Nigerian driving a Benz is driving, for every 2 Benz you drive in Nigeria, is like driving 3 in America. Someone say, now Benz, both of them still drive. That's a lie. That's a lie. A Benz in Nigeria where you pay cash down, as in you cannot pay 50% too. You must pay cash down. You will clear it, you will ship it, you will cash. You know, be person for America made too. You know, be person for America made. America guy, you just walk into the shop, you strike a deal, you have a good credit score. You don't even need to put down more than 10K. You put down 10K. Finish. Then you go to structure and you go stagger the remaining payments. You fit pay them for 6 years at your convenience. You dey talk Benz. Person where they use iPhone 14 for Nigeria and person where they use iPhone 14 for UK, they are not made to. UK, you just go there, exchange your phone. Maybe they give you premium, you pay an extra £10 a month. So you are paying £50 a month at your convenience. £50 a month. Now £50 a month they take buy iPhone 14. iPhone 14 will be 1 million naira now. If your 1 million naira no complete, they no seller and give you. Unless you want buy used. Somebody say 600 down, you are good. In America, if you pay cash, they look at you as a very foolish person. Which is true. Car is not that's why I said there's no car you want to drive in America that you cannot drive. Car is not, anybody can buy any. The fact that the average American is not driving that Benz is because he wants to use his money to go on holiday, or because he wants to live in a big house, or he wants to go to more school. Nigeria, you know, if you vex say, Baba, if you don't drive good motor, you go dey bus stop, they go splash you more water as they go. So the government in America and the UK do not make you want to steal to do anything. Because if you go for your work, if you go to your work, you will eat. You know that the reason why you are not driving that car is because you don't like car. Nigeria, the reason why you are not driving that car is because you are poor. Finish. I had this conversation with somebody today. They say Nigeria is hard only for broke people. If you are broke in this country, Nigeria will be hard for you. Nigeria is only hard for broke people. If you see anybody complain that Nigeria is hard, it's because they are broke. Abroad is easy for everybody. Whether you are broke or you are not broke, you can structure your life and nobody can oppress you. Somebody that is richer than you cannot oppress you abroad. Let me tell you, abroad, priority is given to the person trekking. Priority is given to the person using bus. Priority is given to the person riding bicycle. Abroad, you have the priority. That is why cars are designed abroad to protect the pedestrian. You notice that cars, all their bonnet now don't they long, don't they soft. You wonder that why do cars have rubber bonnet? Why, if you press their bonnet like this, The bonnet go, they enter, they come out. The bonnets are always soft to protect passenger in a crash. If you hit a passenger, the likelihood for the passenger to survive if 504 hit the passenger. No, see, as 504 bonnet long, sharp, hard. If 504 jam, you use head, knock the bonnet, you from there log out. But if a new Honda or Toyota or Mercedes Benz hits you, the bonnet is designed, the bumpers are designed to be soft to protect a pedestrian. Why are they designing? You think if they were allowing Nigerians to design cars, they'd care about pedestrians? As far as Nigerians are concerned, they have too many pedestrians. If some of them log out, it go even day better. So abroad, you where they waka for road, now you be key. You where they enter train and they enter bus, now you be person with government like. That person where they drive motor where they make noise. If you know the taxes they pay. If you drive a car with an engine bigger than a certain capacity, shame me we get 6.2 liter V8. I drive that motor enter London. As I drive and enter London, like wow, I go begin cry. Meanwhile, for Nigeria, if you drive a 300 million naira Ferrari to the toll gate, and you drive a Suzuki Maruti Jeep of 6 million naira to the toll gate, they will charge the Jeep more than the Ferrari, because the Ferrari is a small car while the Jeep is a big car. Now that kind of mentality we get. So I remember those days at the toll gate. I used to have an Audi R8 convertible. It was a friend's car and he left it in my possession for a long time. I'm talking about maybe 4 years ago. Anytime I drive the Audi R8 with a V10 engine to the toll gate, I pay less than when I drive Tastebud's car. Abroad, now your engine, you get V10 or V8 and it pass 4 liter. You go pay tire. So you are not encouraged. You where they drive that car, you go no say, you already carry responsibility. Abroad, the more money you have, the more money the government will collect from you. You'll be amazed that emissions charge, God bless you. You'll be amazed. I used to have a church member in the UK. Last time I went, no, one time I went to the UK, she came to pick me up. She came to pick me up. Okay, I was on my way to Canada. So I stopped over in the UK for about 4 days. She came to pick me up with her Jaguar. And we kept passing those congestion zones. I felt sorry for her. I was like, what? Just try it in the UK. Drive a big car into congestion area in the UK. Meanwhile, you go enter that same congestion area with bus, nobody will hold you. Now, some people cannot buy Ferraris in the UK because aside from insurance, they do not trust you with those kind of cars. So if you buy a car that you cannot insure, what's the use? So what am I trying to tell you in essence here? In the UK, do you realize that if after retirement, if you have more than £23,000 saved, you do not qualify for government benefits? So they don't want you to have money gathered together at any point in time. Not that one a Niger man go get 600 million for an account, they chill. Someone said all diesel cars before 2015 have been banned in in most cities in the UK. Someone said some cars like diesel can't enter some places and will soon be banned outrightly. Someone said it's cheaper to enter public transport than to commute with big cars in the UK. It's not even cheaper. It's even more convenient. I'll explain to you. I remember when I used to stay with a friend of mine, and I used to always go to Piccadilly Circus to shop, Oxford Street. One day, na so my guy offer say, Ingo use moto, carry me go. Me too, I can't dey happy, say, I no go enter bus today. I no go enter train, I go enter moto. We did it for 2 days. The third day, like this, I enter my train back. The guy say, well, I say, no. First of all, when you are using train, once you just enter the underground, you just count the stops. 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't reach Charing Cross. You don't reach Piccadilly Circus. You don't reach Oxford Street. You come in Piccadilly Circus, the train station. As you come out like this, you see the shops. With moto, where you will park, the waka where you go waka, I don't know how to think describe them. Go be like a hotel to Bar Beach. And then you will pay £8 an hour for the car. Train will bring you in the center of that. You come out into Piccadilly. As you come out like you see that TDK for Piccadilly Circus. You know what they talk about, London people. As they come out from that underground like this, you don't see that TDK for your front. Meanwhile, your motor, hey, yeah. If you use bus, the bus will drop you. As you they come down from the bus, you they see the TDK like this. Nowhere where you feel park where you go see TDK. You go waka like thief before you get to that TDK. So what am I trying to say in essence is, the person driving the car, the only reason why you look at somebody in a big flashy car in the UK is because you like cars and you're admiring the car. That person does not have a better life than you do. Even if you live in a council flat in the UK, I'm going to say TK Maxx, yes. Even if you live in a council flat in the UK, you'll be okay. Sometimes in the UK, the smaller the house, the more affordable the heating. Electricity is 24/7. They are safe. Niger, 24 hours light. You need to live in an estate before you can have it. Even our 24 hours light is not even 24 hours fully. But we shall believe it's not 24 hours because anytime they fit take change the. So we go there here, go they talk, yo, you go see lights go boah. Then we go on the wait, I go on touch light for my phone. Turn on sobe before the lights go come back. Double click the screen if you're watching on TikTok. Somebody don't send me money gun. Make I hail the person though. Double click the screen if you're watching on TikTok. I'm looking for my number one gifter. Who's my number one gifter? Big shout out to Nse Meka Siegbu. So the government in the UK and the US, especially the UK and Canada, the US sometimes you will feel intimidated. You get where you go, you go see say people get money past you, no go just they happy. Someone say you no get solar. Wait, I want you solar do. We have 24 hours light and I still want to go and get solar. That question where you ask, it be like say you use head knock wall. You no get solar. As in, some people ask such stupid questions. Let me address him. What's his name again? Belumi Wodia. Wọ́n fẹ́ wọ ẹ wá bíbá ẹ wá jẹ́ ìyá ni. Wọ́n dẹ̀ béèrè ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀dẹ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá dẹ̀ ni ẹ. wà á dẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ àyàn á dẹ̀ rò pa àparò ló ń ké, òun dún bí àparò. ọ̀rọ̀ ló dẹ̀ sọ yẹn, why you no get solar? As in, solar for what? Explain to me. No, I'm moving away from talking, I'm moving back to it, but I just want to address this àparò that is here. wà á dẹ̀ bẹ̀bí ọ̀yà, ó ń tọ́ bí àkèré. For your mind now, you talk. You took a shot. Come on, man. It is people like you that they count as population. Can I continue my story? So, abroad does not encourage you. By abroad, I mean Canada, UK, and most of Europe. Abroad, in that sense, does not encourage you to want to strive beyond yourself. Before you go see them do waiting big part, now still Niger people go do things way big past themselves. But you see, Nigeria, if you no get money, for Nigeria, na cost. If you no get money for abroad, as long as you can provide your basics, food, shelter, clothing, warmth inside that cold, you feel warm yourself, means you get warm clothing and you get heater, you are okay. Naija man, if you not get car, na problem. If you not get jeep, na problem. Say you not get car at all, na problem. So Nigeria creates a situation where, let me give you an example. My baby in primary school, his school fees about $1 million a term. A little less, around that figure. So you will use 3 million to send Pikin, or let's say 2.5 million to send Pikin go primary school for 1 year. Not university, primary school. And that's not the best or the most expensive school available. It is what we will call on the island an average or slightly above average school. If you are earning 200K a month, your children's education will be very, very poor quality. If you earn 500K a month, you cannot still give your children quality education unless you don't live on the island. Abroad, whatever your income bracket is, as long as you can live in a good area, whether it is a 1-bedroom in that good area or it is a council flat in that good area, your children will attend a decent school, a decent government school. So when you live in Nigeria, you are that's why before you go see Oyinbo person wey go do ritual, he go waka. Naija man go do money ritual. Naija man go do kidnapping. Nothing wey Naija man no go do for money. Nothing Naija man no go do for money. Good medical care is available in Nigeria. but it's expensive. Abroad is available, apart from the fact that you'll be on a queue for a long time unless it's an emergency. Abroad is available. Someone says, my kids cannot and will not grow in Nigeria. If you have the money to raise your kids in Nigeria, I don't see why not. I don't see why not. The schools in Nigeria, when you have money, you will enjoy Nigerian schools. Like I said, when you have money. And they don't teach your children the indoctrination of Oyinbo people. So, Nigeria is hard if you are broke. Just take that from me. I was saying something, I wanted to post it, but I just felt, let me get the right words. I say, abroad suffer is better than Nigeria suffer. Suffering abroad, living in a council flat abroad, living a broke life abroad is 1,000,000 times better than suffering in Nigeria. But don't make the mistake of thinking that abroad suffer is better than Nigerian enjoyment. If you've enjoyed in Nigeria before, you will understand that abroad suffer, no pay. If you are enjoying in all my what did they call them? All my friends and my circle, none of them they relocate to. The ones where they abroad, they try. I was having a conversation with one of my friends. She was like, look, she's ready to come back to Nigeria as early as December. The abroad don't tire her. Because she has a thriving business that she can run from any part of the world. But you see, that in itself is a problem when for you to enjoy Nigeria, you have to have a certain financial capability. Abroad, you don't have to have any finance to enjoy abroad. No matter how poor your job is, you will still get a holiday a year. You will still be able to send some money home to Nigeria. You will still be able to afford the basic necessities of a human being. A lot of people will say Nigeria enjoyment pass abroad enjoyment. Baba, if you're enjoying in Nigeria, you will understand. But you see, where's this conversation going? The likelihood for the abroad man to fly to Dubai to go and eat for $20,000 is far less than the likelihood for a Nigerian man to go to that same Dubai to go and eat. The Nigerian man will do anything. Why do you think the churches are full? Everybody's looking for a breakthrough. Someone say, suffer with the Nigeria Pro Max. You not go fit chop. Nigeria suffer no good oh. Abroad suffer still better Nigeria suffer. Nigeria suffer no good oh. So in as much as I want to sit down here and blame the influencers and the celebrities that go to Dubai to go and collect bolahon or to go and eat, I also need to understand that the government in Nigeria is also partly to blame for this phenomenon. The government has created an uninhabitable situation. I don't want to sit here like Spyro from my high horse wearing a Jesus cap condemning my colleagues. Baba, I pray that I will never find myself in a situation where I will have to start thinking. Baba, I don't understand the kind of things that people have done in Nigeria. People have used their children to do ritual in this Nigeria. Just so that Then they call am family plan. You go look your children, the one we want dull small, you just sacrifice am so that the family go fit move forward. You don't need to sacrifice any of your children abroad for you to eat. You understand? There are things that happen in this part of the world. If you've seen now, why do I blame the government? There's so many things the government could have done. There's so many things the government could have done over the years to ease the burden of the people, to create a situation. You see, our government did not have sense from 1960 till now. I'm sorry, I'm not against Tinubu, I'm not against Obi, I'm not against. As far as I'm concerned, if you ask me, Tinubu, they try. Now, waiting you see for ground, now if you use work. And when I mean see for ground, the system too. It's not just the money, the system. You want to deal with these people. Baba, if Tinubu sleeps 1 hour a day, I will clap for him. Say, as Tinubu did like that, in the sleep of 1 hour every day. As they see that man probably sleeps 45 minutes a day. Maybe then you go get 20 minutes for afternoon, you go do something like this. Wake up back to Nigeria problem. Then for night, he goes lie down for in bed 45 minutes. The next 45 minutes, his alarm done. Nigeria problem don't start to. They don't quickly serve 1 cup of coffee. Glung, 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 glung. They go face the madness again. But you see, the problem did not start with this government. It did not start with APC or PDP. Neither did it start with the military government. It started with the mentality of the government in the 1960s. We were handed over a country that was prosperous. We had groundnut pyramids, we had rubber, we had cocoa, we had palm oil, we had cassava, we even had crude oil, freshly discovered. Nigeria was on track to become prosperous. But you see, sentiments. We were 45 million in 1960. Today we are 200 million, 220 million. We grew from 45 to 220 million within the same time frame. England went from 55 million to 65 million. Romania went from 18 million to 19 million. Nigeria went from 45 million to 200 million. So it's not just the government, it's also the way we think. Lack of proper management. But you see, sometimes the argument is you cannot compare Nigeria to abroad. Abroad is 300 years old. They had the same problems when they first started. Hello, we are older than Singapore by 5 years, and Singapore makes sense. So you telling us that we have to be as old as America before we can make sense? Can you explain South Korea that is 3 years older than us? Or Singapore that is 5 years younger than us? Or Dubai that is 11 years younger than us? We were colonized by the British. Singapore was also colonized by the same British. How come they have sense and we don't? So we need to understand that we've gone from one set of wicked people to the other, and from one set of bad governance to the other. Nigeria got independence within the first 6 years. The first thing they thought was right for them was to go to war and divide. So we have a very twisted system in this part of the world. And what makes this worse? If you're watching on TikTok, please double click my screen or double click the screen, double click the screen. Fola OG just sent me one money gun. Big shout out to you. Almost in a religious sense we get. And I agree with you completely. So, we have a very bad system. And we have people who have been forced by themselves to not have sense and by their government. Someone says Singapore was lucky with their leader. 100%. So we have got to a point where we have a society where if you are poor, it's like you are sick. Poverty is like a form of sickness. Sote, you will go church, pastor will say, I will not be poor in Jesus' name. And you see people say amen. Which is the height of stupidity. Was Lazarus not poor? Did he not make heaven? Christ himself said, blessed are the poor. But Nigeria, poverty is a sin. It is an ailment. I am sure if you go to the hospital today and doctor says, what's wrong with you? Say, I'm poor. The doctor will give you medicine. Because now sickness for Niger. Poverty for Niger, now sickness. I'm bringing Samaria. Samaria is sending me some very interesting things on WhatsApp. I'll bring her for 2 minutes. I didn't want to bring anybody eventually, earlier on. But I'll just quickly bring Samaria. So I was just reading her messages. Let me just finish this. So, in a situation where poverty is such a sickness, poverty is such a problem, people by default will do anything. You see, Nigeria, abroad, you can decide that you don't want to sleep with your boss. Niger, I'll tell you a story. A friend of mine, married woman, working in a bank. This was 15 years ago, if I remember correctly. Her target was 350 million a year. And that was about 2 point something million dollars back then. About 12 years ago, 15 years ago, thereabout. Year don't nearly end. She never bring in 50 million. They put her on probation. I used to have a friend there. I used to have a friend who was into construction and oil and gas. Young boy, was about 25. This my guy, they knock bank staffs like crazy. You go just go bank, just see fine girl for counter. Hey, how you doing? What's up? What's going on? And once you see the fine girl, say, oh, please, help me check my account balance. I wanted to see if I was expecting a payment. I want to see if the payment has come in. Oh, the girl will just look at me. Yeah, please write your account. Just write your account number. She'll just open and just see 1.6 billion naira. The girl will just fear. Immediately, she will begin the conversation will change color. It will go from, yeah, okay, too. Oh, yes, sir. Oh, sir. No inflow today, sir. No inflow. And the guy will just stand there and say, oh, so no inflow. Oh, really? All right. Let me take your number just in case I need to do so. Oh, no problem, sir. No problem, sir. Please, is this the only account you have? Can you open it? That might get like 5 accounts for each bank. You don't open the account, put 500 million inside for 1 month or 2 months. Come out in 500 million. You don't meet your target with that. He was sleeping with married women. As in, he wasn't buying them shoe, just moving money to their account and moving it out. Moving money to his account that they opened. It's as simple. They did not need him to dash them money. Now there was this girl, friend of mine, married woman. Yeah, don't nearly end. She don't they get issues, they come. You understand? Don't they get issues, they come. She now had 50 million out of the 350 million will be her target for the year. And last year she did not meet her target, so she no get promotion. She was still her work was shaky. Now so one allergy come meet am say wan do transaction. Now the allergy tell her say yo say him like am say and he wan date am. The girl say I'm a married woman. What kind of thing is that? I even just got married. Blah 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 blah. The guy dey laugh. The allergy dey laugh. Allergy say, you date me? I put 1 billion in your account 2 months. 1 billion. Now the girl laugh, go meet her oga for office. Say, imagine this one crazy allergy. He say he go put 1 billion for my account for 2 months. If I marry, if I date her. Him and the oga laugh. What nonsense. People are stupid though. The two of them yap allergy. Here come the end. The oga just use style ask and say, you know, say you've not met your target. What can you do? The first thing the oga asked her was, and she burst into tears, was, have you spoken to allergy? As in the oga says, suggest to am say, Baba, the way you dey go, you no go better make you just talk to allergy. Whether you go tell am say you no gree bench, maybe you go drink lollipop. So maybe you go put only 200 or 300 million inside your, at least make you meet your target. So you don't need to do the full bench. It go come to you as a suggestion. The economy, the society, and the mentality. 3 things. Mentality, society, economy are all materialistic in Nigeria. Once you have those 3 things deeply rooted in materialism, you are in trouble. Society, economy, mentality. The average Nigerian man sees wealth as a blessing. When a Nigerian man says that man is blessed, it means only one thing. It means only one thing. He has money. If a Nigerian guy says, man, that guy is very nice, just means say they give them money. My boyfriend is so loving, he is spending money. If a woman says, this guy is my best son-in-law, just know that he is spending money. In Nigeria, where they say, somebody is very caring, he's spending money. Now money, as soon as Nigerian brain be. If whatever you are doing in Nigeria is a nice guy, you get money, don't jebe. That boy nice gone. Nice gone. Even in Nigeria, somebody sent me a message the other day, said, Daddy Free, is my birthday, show me love. And I sent him the love sign. I said, love, can you see it? have shown you. Even show me love in Nigeria, na still money. So I'm going to bring Samaria. I hope she's still available just for a few minutes. I don't want to talk plenty. Sama, baby. Make we just hear from you. 5 minutes, finish. We are done. So, all these girls, all these influencers, where they go abroad, go chop. In as much as yes.
Daddy Freeze is not gonna be today because I'm in the shower. I'm having my night there.
Okay. Story of your life.
Bye.
So, that brings me to the end of our episode today. I did not want to have a long conversation. I just wanted us to speak this. If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen, double click the screen, double click. As I'm going now, make I see 1 or 2 money guns. You won't believe it. I have 130 people watching me on TikTok. I have 207 people on YouTube. Wait till I happen to Alaji and the bank staff if I tell you the story. I no go talk the person name. So that's where I end tonight. Take care. God bless. I no go tell the story past like that. In Nigeria, money, language. I'm not going to mention any names. I'm never going to condone traveling abroad to go and do anything immoral or illegal. But I want you to understand the need is caused by a materialistic society that has a materialistic mentality and a poor, poverty-drenched economy. So, somebody sent me stars. Let me give a big shout out to the person who sent me stars. Big shout out to my star people on E. Wait till I do. Facebook don't log me out. Oh, now. Hey. I hope it's going to continue. No, I don't log me out with this. I was trying to greet the people that sent me stars. Now, wow. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. Lovely hanging out with you. I'll see y'all later. And tomorrow we have quite a lot to talk about and quite a lot to cover. In as much as I would love us to have certain narratives alive, I would also want us to be very careful how we judge others. Somebody, Rafi course, bro, you know, say some council flats are worth 400k pounds that can buy the biggest house in Nigeria. Rafi course, you still have problem mentality. The biggest house in Nigeria. There are houses in Banana Island for $20 million. There are houses in Eco Atlantic for $20 million. What is $400,000? $400,000 cannot buy you a house in Banana Island. It can only buy you a flat. 400,000 pounds cannot buy you a house in Banana Island. You cannot even buy, I'm not sure it can buy you a terraced house in Banana Island. So when you say the biggest house in Nigeria, it just shows, say, you know anything about this Nigeria where they talk. Big shout out to Fola OG and Obinna Joachim. Thank you for your gifts. Double click the screen. I'm looking for money guns. I was still having this conversation with somebody. You really think Nigeria is that backward? As in really 400,000 pounds? How much is 400,000 pounds? Let me do the mathematics for you. 1,150 times 400,000. 460 million. With 460 million, I'm not sure say if you buy a house for VI, you can't buy a house in Ikoyi, you can't buy a house in VI with 460 million. You struggle. Maybe you'll be able to get a property in VI or Ikoyi. Not Ikoyi, maybe in VI. Lucky you will get. But you'll be amazed that there are properties on Admiralty Way that are worth more than 460 million. On Admiralty, then you are talking of, you say the biggest house in Nigeria, 400 and this. When you now go to Eco Atlantic, where 2-bedroom flat now $1 million. Ask around, though, please. Ask around. 2-bedroom flat for Eco Atlantic now $1 million. They will sell it to you in dollars and they will rent it to you in dollars. They will sell it to you, Eco Atlantic. They will sell it to you in dollars and they will collect rent in dollars in this Nigeria. How much inside Pinnock? Even in Pinnock Estate, you see house of 400 million. Someone says, he says, I know, but which people can afford it? The way you are talking, it will be like when you go to Banana Island, you say, Rufus, I wait a minute, you'll not be hearing echo. Banana Island is full. Full to the brim. Which are the people that can afford it? Oh God, you people think Nigerians are very poor. I don't talk, you not like Nigeria if you are broke. Once you are not broke, you will enjoy Nigeria. Nigeria is full to the brim. Rafikus, yes. Full. So you are talking of poor, you see, you are talking of poor people abroad and you are comparing them to rich people in Nigeria. It's like comparing onions to watermelons. You get stuck. Someone says spending dollars in Nigeria is illegal. Who tell you that one? Oil companies still pay people salary in dollars. Baba, forget all these things. It's illegal on paper. People get as they take pass them. So that's as far as we can go, guys. I know you guys want to stay, but we'll have this conversation. I think we should have this conversation during the day. Okay? I'm tired and I've been on for an hour. God bless you. I love you all. Take good care of yourselves. J Barlow, say how many dollars you don't spend. Why did you choose a Wednesday morning to be unfortunate? The dollars I spend in a year is more than the entire life savings of your village, starting from your village chief to your papa father, all together. You are asking me. It's like say they mad. About year ever Jenny. How much dollar they spend? Abi kin JSC ni wo wili. How much dollar they spend? Ẹ máa wo ponu. O de tan ọwọ́ rọ̀ ṣá. Ọpọlọ dàbí gbẹ̀gìrì tó ṣàn. O de bẹ wá sórí live mi. What do you think I'm wearing? You think they buy it in Naira? Where is the guy? Last minute, make your papa quickly collect sub for village where he did. They hunt war gecko wey go chop. You go open mouth, wow, use your leprosy finger, type nonsense. Hey, ma wa dete oshi. Abirun. Someone say, do I know his village? Person will get this kind of mentality, which kind of place it go come from? You go not say na house boy where they using your guy Wi-Fi. Na house boy where they using your guy Wi-Fi for house. Oh, they ponu, they right. Aye. The rest of you that have sense, good night. We'll see tomorrow. God bless you.